Hi everybody, welcome back. This is the long-awaited Walmart video. So, I thought we'd start in a famous section, juice. I can't think of any more poison under the planet than the juice section. All of this luscious juice is labeled for your shopping eyeballs, your convenience, and none of it is real. When we buy juice for the 11-year-old, we stick with coconut water juice, and it is not always in stock in Walmart. So you have to kind of be careful, and reading the labels becomes so important. So let's just pick up the famous Welch's grape juice. What is actually in here? So let me take my glasses off so I can read what is in here. Hang on, guys. Sorry. And you get an up close of my creasing on my concealer. So, grape juice from Welch's. It says grape juice from grape concentrate, filtered water, citric acid. This has blue #1 in it, and for tartness, ascorbic acid and vitamin C. That's not what we want to put in our children or in our bodies. So I cannot stress enough how important labels become. The punch section is well known for the food dye. High fructose corn syrup is the first ingredient listed on this Hawaiian Punch food bottle. This is bad. This has blue #1 to give it its beautiful blue coloring. It has just a mixture of chemicals that make it Hawaiian Punch. Did I buy that brand at one time? Sure, I did. I was probably in my 20s when I did it. I didn't know what I didn't know. I was also very into V8. I bought Madison tons and tons of V8 Splash and thought I was doing her a great service. So, let's read it. High fructose corn syrup is the second ingredient in this V8 Splash. It also has red #40. And I fed that to our daughter on the regular, thinking that it said V8, so it was a better choice. So now our juice is made from coconut water and just regular juices of the fruit. If it has more than 3 ingredients on the label, we don't buy it. Because the bigger the list on the back means no. So, let's look at a brick of Velveeta. This I used to buy. I used to make great cheese dip on the stove with this, and I thought it was amazing. I put Rotel in it. I mean, who didn't make that at home? I loved it. I could swim in Velveeta dip. But guess what it has in it? It has canola oil in it, which is terrible for the body, modified food starch, preservatives. Words on here. Look at the ingredient list. I can't even pronounce them. And this means this is not real food because it sits on a shelf. It doesn't have to be refrigerated. It can sit here for almost an unlimited amount of time. This is not what food is originally designed to do, sit on a shelf. It's not supposed to be sitting on a shelf. That is the problem with the food chain. So when we purchased chips in our family, we used to buy Doritos and, I don't know, cheese puffs. My daughter absolutely loved cheese puffs. And we bought them. I loved cheese puffs. I mean, is there anybody on the planet who don't like cheese puffs? So I bought this. This was like a go-to in my house. You see the ingredient list, how long it is, how wide. So it's yellow number 6, sunflower oil, cheese seasoning, canola oil. There's so much artificial flavors. I can't even begin to tell you how bad this is for you. And so the body doesn't know what that is. So when you eat it, it doesn't know how to process it because guess what? Your body doesn't recognize it as real food. So let me see if I can find the brand of organic chips that we do buy. We do buy my daughter. She loves her Doritos, so we get Simply Organic. Now, these lists, you see how long the ingredient list is? But guess what? This does have sunflower oil in it, but we're sacrificing one thing to get a bunch of good stuff. So there's tons and tons of flavors in here that they combine to make the Doritos kind of taste like the Doritos you grew up with. These are not deep fried like Doritos are. And there is organic sea salt, organic sweet cream buttermilk, organic tomato powder, organic onion, organic Romano cheese, cow's cultures from organic beef, organic butter. This is a good brand. When you see the name Simply in the grocery store, that means it's probably okay to go. And this is not. 50% less fat. That's a killer inside the human body. Less fat means bad, means very bad. It equals go away, don't buy it. There's food dye in here. There's all kinds of oils. They deep fry it. This is not good. Even when it says baked, 65% less fat, it's very bad. You don't want to buy things that say less fat because the body operates on fat and the brain. So, making sure I don't have my lip gloss on my braces. So, this ingredient list on the 65% less fat that's baked, if you love these chips and that's kind of want to be your thing, I would say it also contains soy. Soy is not good. It's one of the most genetically engineered things on our planet. So as much as you can avoid soy in your products, I say avoid it. But if this is your thing, there's lots of oils in here. Soy lectin, which is not good. Sunflower oil, soybean oil, caramel color. You see, so basically what this means is it's not real food. We also buy the Doritos, sorry guys, blue corn. So, look at my ingredient list, which is impossible to show you. It's a sentence and a half. Organic blue corn, organic expeller pressed sea salt. I eat these. I eat them with my organic salsa, and I leave the rest of the chips in the chip aisle. I used to love regular Tostitos. I used to buy these and eat them with my salsa before I knew what I know. So, what is it that we buy that is a treat? M&Ms are a treat. This is one of my favorite candies from back in the day. This is one of the most toxic things that we produce on our planet. It has every number of food dye across the back listed in the ingredients. There's actually basically no real food here, except for maybe the peanuts. But the combination of the deadly combination that it's wrapped in makes it not worth even cheating with it. So I don't cheat with M&Ms anymore, and I haven't for a long time. It's just not worth it to me. Walmart has really stepped up their game in organic products. Now you can see mixed right here, they have organic salsa choices in mild and medium, and they taste great. They taste amazing. They're chunky, they have a good flavor, they have a good texture. This aisle, I used to buy romaine. Ramen, I bought this by the buttload. I thought it was low calorie type stuff, and it tastes amazing, don't it? Because I find most poison tastes amazing. This whole section is full of nothing but ingredients. This is one of the most toxic things that you could ever put in your body. It is not real food. These noodles are not even real. I can't even get this list going because it is so toxic. It's just amazing what we package and call it food. I actually thought romaine tasted great, and I used to feed it to Madison all the time, especially if I was in a hurry and I didn't want to cook. My go-to was, oh, well, hey, let's have a hot steaming dish of romaine noodles. So we haven't done that in our house for a long time. We don't buy these anymore. We don't buy much anything if it doesn't say organic. And even when you're purchasing organic products, remember, just still read your ingredient label. So who knew that your favorite pickles were packed full of food dye? I had no idea, and it is depressing. Why can't we just leave our pickles with no food dye? I would be okay if my jar of pickles was clear and not yellow. They do it to attract the eye when you're shopping. And as I have said before, the Great Value brand will a lot of times have less chemicals in their products. I think it's an amazing find. This pickle right here, this is Hamburger Dills. This one has no yellow number 1 in it. So this is a clean jar that you can purchase. Now, when we buy our condiments, we buy organic ketchup, and we buy organic mustard, we buy organic mayonnaise. So we're not getting the dyes shoved in our condiments. And who knew your condiments were messing you up on the backside of life? I mean, I did not know any of this stuff until I really got deep down into it. So, as I'm saying, Walmart has tons of great selections in their produce department. They have tons of organic choices. One of the hardest things that you can buy is bread. Bread is so difficult. One, we don't need it. It's just a luxury. The body does not need bread to function. So, it's a luxury. And they have a great section of breads now that are organic. So the brand is Dave's, and we have tried several ones by Dave's, and we use it. They're big slices, so we kind of will even cut one in half. The ingredient list has no dyes, all organic ingredients, organic wheat, but remember, your body doesn't know the difference between wheat flour, white flour. It all chemically processes the same. So if you think you don't want wheat, because I don't go for the dark guy because of the texture. Like, I'm so used to, I was raised on brown bread or wheat bread, but I didn't care for it. So when I got out of the house, I thought the first thing I wanted to do was buy a bag of Wonder. And I ate this for many years. I absolutely adored white Wonder bread. And it has so much stuff that is so bad for you because it has to sit on a shelf and not rot for an extended period of time. There is all kinds of stuff in here, high fructose corn syrup, just soybean oil, wheat gluten. There's all kinds of gluten. Of course, it's bread. We do feed Madison gluten-free bread. She's pretty gluten sensitive. So this ingredient list is huge. It is a mile long. Thank God that we have, the only good thing about ingredient lists is that they're there. So we have to protect ourselves because nobody's doing it for us by reading the ingredient list. We don't eat anything that has high fructose corn syrup in it, and it's in almost everything. It's a disgusting invention that aged us quickly at a quick pace. And I don't like the makeup per se. I think it's a little more creasy than my Osmosis. I'm gonna try to mix the two together and see what kind of result I have. I have on Tarte Lippy, one of their new C lip glosses. So this is my check-in. I'm not digging the creasing, but obviously I do have a bright under eye, and I don't know, I'm still just not feeling my under eye today. So I will check back with you guys, and this is gonna end it for my Walmart video. Read your ingredients, read them, take the time, protect yourself, protect your loved ones. I love you guys. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you on the next one.